Thank you for your words and thank you for the invitation. It's an honor for me to be here in front of all of you. I celebrate this month 25 years with PRSA. And let me tell you, PRSA is a great, great organization. I am grateful and an honor to be in PRSA San Diego chapter since then. And I was national board member on the 2020 and 2021, which was tough years for all of us. And I hope that all of us, we be more stronger with the chapter and the national. The world needs us. First, I'd like to thank PRSA San Diego, Imperial County, the board, and especially Arturo Garcia Sierra for this opportunity. I must admit, when Arturo asked me to speak to such an esteemed group of professionals, I feel a bit intimidated. Why? What could I share with public relations experts and communicators that you haven't already heard from your colleagues, professors, mentors, or even maybe ChatGPT? By the way, I have two great mentors, and when I started my career 33 years ago, or my firm 33 years ago, was Gail Storza-Gill and Tim Larrick. Well, anyway, still I accept the invitation, and I'm here in front of you to share a bit of my journey, my life, my work, and my vision. I always believe the human interactions are the heart of everything we do. As people, we thrive on connection. We are social creators, but creating and maintaining relationship is not always easy. It's an art. In public relations, we need to master this art because relationships, bonds between humans, and you know how we humans are, form the foundation of our work. In my experience, every success I have has come from nurturing those relationships over time. Let me take you back, well, before that. The first question that I asked when I started my firm is, how is your relationship with yourself, with myself? How you can communicate with myself? If I can do that, how can I try to communicate with others? So I practice that every day. How is my relationship with myself? And you need to do that exercise. It's very hard, but it's very useful. Let me take when you back to where my journey began, Tijuana, a city that sits right on the border with San Diego. Sometimes hard to cross the border, north to south or south to north, even in Saturday. It's a place where two worlds collide, two languages, two cultures, and two sets of opportunities. Tijuana shaped me in many ways. Living on the border is not just a geographical reality. It's a daily reminder of the barriers that exist in life, physical and mental. 33 years ago, I decided to start my firm, my own public relations firm. At that time, we were the first PR firm in all of northern Mexico, believe it or not. And when I saw San Diego 33 years ago, how many firms are? I said, oh my God, this is crazy. No? And no one between 6 states in Mexico. It was a big leap of faith, but I had a vision. I always been fascinated to the interdependence between Tijuana and San Diego. These two cities are stronger together, and I saw an opportunity to build bridges across the border. While others saw a wall separating two countries, I saw a chance to connect people, business, and communities. One of my early career-defining moments came in December 1992, just 10 months after opening my firm. The region was hit by terrible rains that claimed more than 35 lives in Tijuana. It was a tragic time. But in the midst of that tragedy, I saw the power of relationships at work. 2 months earlier, I have the opportunity to build a bridge between Tijuana's elected mayor, Hector Osuna, and San Diego's elected mayor, Susan Golding. He took office on December 1st. She took office on December 7th. And in December 7th at night, starts the rain for more than 40 days on a daily basis. As a result, both cities come together during this crisis. I remember firefighters from Tijuana helped in San Diego, especially in the area of Fashion Valley, because of the water there. No? And public works teams from San Diego supported Tijuana, which was not easy because, you know, the sovereignty of the country of Mexico, crossing vehicles from a city from another country needs a special permit and things like that. Anyway, that cooperation laid the foundation for the first ever formal agreement between two border cities in Mexico and the US, Tijuana and San Diego. It was a milestone that extended into areas of education, public safety, and economic development. 30 years later, in our times, it is unimaginable that two border cities do not cooperate on a number of issues between each other. This is now the golden standard with neighbors in a globalized world. But the Tijuana-San Diego case is not and was not just about the agreement. It was about the relationships we built to make it happen. I had the privilege of leading that team that helped draft the agreement. And 31 years later, I can still say those relationships remain strong and strong. In fact, I stayed in touch with both former mayors. For years after, always remind me of a crucial lesson. No matter how busy life gets, cultivating relationships is a lifelong effort. But let's talk a little bit about the personal side of this journey. Living and working on the border has been an experience of contrast. I spent my life moving between two countries, two sets of rules, two realities. In some ways, that duality has become my identity. I say I have two mayors and two governors. I don't have two supervisors because we don't have a supervisor in Tijuana. So I have just one supervisor, which is not that great. Part of my day may be spent in Mexico and the other in the US. I've been grown accustomed to balancing these two worlds, but it wasn't always easy. There were times when I questioned whether I could navigate such different environments successfully. Yet, what I learned in that the very challenges that come with living on the border have made me stronger. They taught me my resilience, adaptability, and how to communicate across divides. Not just language barriers, but cultural ones as well. And I believe that it's an important lesson for all of us. Our challenges shape us. They give us the opportunity to grow and to evolve. One of the proudest moments in my career came when I worked with the San Diego Padres. It was fun. For over 9 seasons, first time with Larry Lucchino and John Moores for seven seasons, and then a few years later, 2015 and 16 with the new owners. I worked with them, working with the team. And among other goals, make the first series played by two Major League Baseball teams in Mexico a reality. It was 1996 in the city of Monterrey, state of Nuevo León. San Diego Padres again, New York Mets. And opened the first Major League Baseball store in Mexico, in Tijuana. And published the first Major League Baseball media guide in Spanish. It was very, very fun and an honor to be there. We were part of the campaign to win public approval for that became Petco Par, now a symbol of pride in the region. Seeing Baja Californians cheering at Padres game today is a direct result of those efforts to create a sense of regional belonging. It's not just about baseball. It's about building a shared identity across borders. This experience taught me that life is full of small, crucial moments that shape the bigger picture. As public relations professionals, we must always be ready to seize those moments. Every conversation, every meeting, every handshake holds the potential to create something lasting. It's in those everyday interactions where we find the seeds of lasting relationships, and that's what drives success in our work. I always love to dream big dreams. I'm a dreamer. Since the late 1980s, I imagine a future where Tijuana and San Diego are recognized not just as neighborhood cities, but as one interdependent region. I was proud and keep in my office as a reminder every day that we are a region, a sign that my license plates in my car from those days. Let me show you that. TJSC, huh? I love that place. All right. Today, thanks to the hard work and commitment of so many people and great visionaries in both cities, that dream is coming a reality, with the San Diego-Tijuana region being named the World Design Capital for 2024. I applaud all those members and voluntary people who do that. It is great for the region. It is a recognition of how far we've come, and it's a reminder of the bridges we built over the years. But here's something I'd like to share with you, a little bit more personal. Early in my career, I will get on what I like to call my virtual helicopter. Just imagine 1992, open your phone, no drones, no mobile phones. No? And, well, I remember my first phone was like a brick. Remember those Motorola? Huh? Anyway. I try to see things from a higher perspective, imagine future scenarios and how they could unfold. This mindset helped me solve problems and see beyond immediate challenges. It's a technique I carry with me in every project, always looking for the bigger picture, always asking, what could this become? And this brings me to my message for all of you today. We are architects of communication. We build bridges to connect people, ideas, and solutions. In a world that sometimes feels more divided than ever, our role as communicators is critical. We must continue to be the ones who bring people together, who foster understanding, and who create the dialogue needed to move forward. We live in turbulent times. Global migration, climate change, political polarization, and rapid technological advance have created an overwhelming sense of uncertainty. But I believe that with every challenge comes an opportunity. As public relations professionals, we have the skills to navigate this complexity. We can influence decision makers, shape building opinion, public opinion, and most importantly, build trust, combat misinformation. As we celebrate your achievements today, I'm reminded of the power we hold as communicators. And by the way, I say again, thank you to be the recipient of 2022 Autobus Hall of Fame Award from all of you. Thank you. We have the ability to make a lasting impact on the world around us. With over 7 million people living in this region alone, how many of them are public relations professionals? Not many. And that's what makes our role so important. We are influencers in the truest sense, whispering in the ears of leaders, shaping narratives, and ultimately changing the world one message at a time. So, I close and I want to leave you with this thought. Our work is about more than just managing campaigns or getting media coverage. It's about designing the future we want to see. Like the bridges, I spent my career building every word we speak. Every connection we foster helps lay the foundation of something greater. Let's continue to build those bridges, not just between cities or countries, but among people. Let's do it with the strength of our heart, because it is there, in the heart, where love resides, and love transcends both time and space. Let's continue to dream big, because in those dreams, we find the future. Thank you.